Hello, everyone. Welcome back to TalkTune English. This is your space to listen, to repeat, to shadow, at a slow, natural pace. I'm Jason, and today we're focusing on something that will transform your conversations forever. 100 Common English Questions. Before we dive in, I want you to get comfortable. Find yourself a nice cup of coffee, tea, or simply a glass of water. Choose a quiet, relaxing space where you can focus completely. Here's something I need you to understand right now. In every conversation, there are two roles: the person who speaks and the person who asks. Today, you're learning to be the person who asks. And that changes everything. Because when you know how to ask questions, you're no longer passive in conversations. You're not just waiting, hoping someone will talk to you. You become the driver. You guide the conversation. You show genuine interest. And people love talking to someone who asks good questions. Now, I'm going to encourage you to shadow along with me. That means listening and repeating everything I say. Almost like you're my echo. When you repeat after me, you're training 3 things at once. Your mouth learns the correct movements, your ears get familiar with natural pronunciation, and your brain starts to internalize these patterns automatically. Students who practice this way tell me their speaking becomes noticeably smoother in just 1 week. Remember, don't worry about being perfect. If you can't keep up with every word, that's completely normal. Focus on the rhythm and sounds, and let your mouth follow along naturally. Let me tell you something important. You meet someone, they say hello, you say hello back. Then, silence. Awkward silence. Your mind goes blank. This happens because you're thinking about what to say. But native speakers, they ask questions. Simple, natural questions. Questions are powerful because they keep conversations flowing naturally. They show you're interested, and they make the other person feel comfortable. So today, you're not just learning 100 questions. You're learning 100 ways to take control of any conversation. Are you ready? Take a comfortable breath, and let's begin this journey together. Category 1. Getting to know someone. When you meet someone new, these questions help you learn about them naturally. They're friendly, safe, and everyone loves answering them. 1. How did you two meet? Perfect when joining a conversation with friends. Now you repeat, how did you two meet? 2. What do you do in your free time? Learn about their hobbies and interests. Now you repeat, what do you do in your free time? 3. How long have you lived here? Perfect follow-up question. Now you repeat, how long have you lived here? 4. Do you have any siblings? Asking about family in a friendly way. Now you repeat, do you have any siblings? 5. What do you do for a living? The classic career question. Now you repeat, what do you do for a living? 6. How do you like your job? Shows deeper interest in their work life. Now you repeat, how do you like your job? 7. Do you have any pets? Fun, light question that people love. Now you repeat, do you have any pets? 8. What do you like to do in your free time? Learn about their hobbies. Now you repeat, what do you like to do in your free time? 9. Have you always lived in this city? About their personal history. Now you repeat, have you always lived in this city? 10. What's your favorite thing about living here? Positive question about their location. Now you repeat, what's your favorite thing about living here? Category 2. Daily life. Questions. These questions help you connect over everyday experiences. They're perfect for colleagues, neighbors, or anyone you see regularly. 11. How was your day? Simple, but shows you care. Now you repeat, how was your day? 12. Did you sleep well? Great morning question. Now you repeat, did you sleep well? 13. What time did you wake up? Casual morning conversation. Now you repeat, what time did you wake up? 14. Have you had breakfast yet? Perfect for morning or early afternoon. Now you repeat, have you had breakfast yet? 15. What did you have for lunch? Easy afternoon question. Now you repeat, what did you have for lunch? 16. How's your morning going? Check-in question before noon. Now you repeat, how's your morning going? 17. Are you having a good day so far? Positive midday question. Now you repeat, are you having a good day so far? 18. What are you up to today? Asking about their plans. Now you repeat, what are you up to today? 19. Do you have any plans tonight? Evening focused question. Now you repeat, do you have any plans tonight? 20. How do you usually spend your evenings? Learning about their routine. Now you repeat, how do you usually spend your evenings? Category 3. Food and dining questions. Food is universal. Everyone eats, everyone has preferences, and everyone loves talking about it. 21. Are you hungry? Direct and practical. Now you repeat, are you hungry? 22. What's your favorite food? Classic preference question. Now you repeat, what's your favorite food? 23. Do you like spicy food? About taste preferences. Now you repeat, do you like spicy food? 24. Have you tried this restaurant before? When eating out. Now you repeat, have you tried this restaurant before? 25. What do you usually eat for breakfast? Learn about their morning routine. Now you repeat, what do you usually eat for breakfast? 26. Do you cook at home? About their cooking habits. Now you repeat, do you cook at home? 27. What's your favorite restaurant? Discover their dining preferences. Now you repeat, what's your favorite restaurant? 28. Do you drink coffee or tea? Simple beverage preference. Now you repeat, do you drink coffee or tea? 29. Have you ever tried Vietnamese food? About cultural cuisine. Use any cuisine. Now you repeat, have you ever tried Vietnamese food? 30. What did you think of the food? After eating together. Now you repeat, what did you think of the food? Category 4. Weekend and free time. Questions. Weekends are everyone's favorite topic. These questions help you bond over shared experiences of rest and fun. 31. What did you do this weekend? Monday morning classic. Now you repeat, what did you do this weekend? 32. Do you have any plans for the weekend? Thursday or Friday, favorite. Now you repeat, do you have any plans for the weekend? 33. How do you usually spend your weekends? About their weekend habits. Now you repeat, how do you usually spend your weekends? 34. Did you go anywhere interesting? Follow up to weekend questions. Now you repeat, did you go anywhere interesting? 35. Do you prefer staying home or going out? About personality preferences. Now you repeat, do you prefer staying home or going out? 36. What's your favorite way to relax? About stress relief. Now you repeat, what's your favorite way to relax? 37. Do you play any sports? About physical activities. Now you repeat, do you play any sports? 38. What do you like to do for fun? Open-ended hobby question. Now you repeat, what do you like to do for fun? 39. Have you seen any good movies lately? Entertainment question. Now you repeat, have you seen any good movies lately? 40. Do you have any hobbies? Direct question about interests. Now you repeat, do you have any hobbies? Category 5. Work and study. Questions. Whether at the office or school, these questions help you connect with colleagues and classmates professionally and naturally. 41. How long have you worked here? Learn about their experience. Now you repeat, how long have you worked here? 42. What project are you working on? Show interest in their work. Now you repeat, what project are you working on? 43. How's work going? General check-in question. Now you repeat, how's work going? 44. Is it busy today? About current workload. Now you repeat, is it busy today? 45. What time do you usually start work? About their schedule. Now you repeat, what time do you usually start work? 46. Do you work from home? About work arrangement. Now you repeat, do you work from home? 47. What do you like most about your job? Positive work question. Now you repeat, what do you like most about your job? 48. How long is your commute? About their travel to work. Now you repeat, how long is your commute? 49. Do you have any meetings today? Daily schedule question. Now you repeat, do you have any meetings today? 50. What did you study in school? About educational background. Now you repeat, what did you study in school? Category 6. Travel and places. Questions. Travel opens up wonderful conversations. Even if someone hasn't traveled much, these questions work beautifully. 51. Have you traveled anywhere recently? About recent trips. Now you repeat, have you traveled anywhere recently? 52. What's your favorite place you visited? About travel memories. Now you repeat, what's your favorite place you visited? 53. Where would you like to travel next? About future dreams. Now you repeat, where would you like to travel next? 54. Do you prefer the beach or the mountains? About travel preferences. Now you repeat, do you prefer the beach or the mountains? 55. Have you ever been to? Ask about specific places. Now you repeat, have you ever been to? 56. What countries have you visited? About travel experience. Now you repeat, what countries have you visited? 57. Do you like traveling alone or with others? About travel style. Now you repeat, do you like traveling alone or with others? 58. What's the most beautiful place you've seen? About memorable locations. Now you repeat, what's the most beautiful place you've seen? 59. Would you like to live in another country? About future possibilities. Now you repeat, would you like to live in another country? 60. How long was your trip? Follow-up travel question. Now you repeat, how long was your trip? Category 7. Preferences and opinions. These questions help you understand someone's personality and taste. They're perfect for deeper conversations. 61. What kind of music do you like? Classic preference question. Now you repeat, what kind of music do you like? 62. Do you prefer coffee or tea? Simple taste question. Now you repeat, do you prefer coffee or tea? 63. Are you a morning person or a night person? About personality type. Now you repeat, are you a morning person or a night person? 64. What's your favorite season? About weather preferences. Now you repeat, what's your favorite season? 65. Do you like reading? About literacy interests. Now you repeat, do you like reading? 66. What's your favorite color? Simple but revealing. Now you repeat, what's your favorite color? 67. Do you prefer cats or dogs? Fun pet preference. Now you repeat, do you prefer cats or dogs? 68. What kind of movies do you enjoy? About entertainment taste. Now you repeat, what kind of movies do you enjoy? 69. Are you more introverted or extroverted? About personality. Now you repeat, are you more introverted or extroverted? 70. What's your favorite way to exercise? About fitness preferences. Now you repeat, what's your favorite way to exercise? Category 8. Current situation. Questions. These questions work in any environment. They're about the here and now, making them incredibly practical. 71. How long have you been here? About current location. Now you repeat, how long have you been here? 72. Is this your first time here? Great for events or places. Now you repeat, is this your first time here? 73. How did you hear about this place? About discovery. Now you repeat, how did you hear about this place? 74. Are you waiting for someone? Polite situational question. Now you repeat, are you waiting for someone? 75. Do you come here often? About frequency of visits. Now you repeat, do you come here often? 76. What brings you here today? About their reason for being there. Now you repeat, what brings you here today? 77. How do you like it so far? About current experience. Now you repeat, how do you like it so far? 78. Is it usually this busy? About typical conditions. Now you repeat, is it usually this busy? 79. Have you been waiting long? Show consideration for others. Now you repeat, have you been waiting long? 80. Do you know what time it starts? Practical timing question. Now you repeat, do you know what time it starts? Category 9. Future plans. Questions. Asking about the future shows you're interested in someone's dreams and goals. These questions deepen connections. 81. What are your plans for tomorrow? Near future question. Now you repeat, what are your plans for tomorrow? 82. Do you have any vacation plans? About upcoming time off. Now you repeat, do you have any vacation plans? 83. What are you doing this summer? Seasonal planning question. Now you repeat, what are you doing this summer? 84. Are you planning anything special? About upcoming events. Now you repeat, are you planning anything special? 85. What do you want to do next year? About bigger goals. Now you repeat, what do you want to do next year? 86. Do you have any goals you're working on? About personal development. Now you repeat, do you have any goals you're working on? 87. Where do you see yourself in 5 years? Classic future question. Now you repeat, where do you see yourself in 5 years? 88. Are you planning to study anything new? About learning goals. Now you repeat, are you planning to study anything new? 89. What's next for you? Open-ended future question. Now you repeat, what's next for you? 90. Do you have any big plans coming up? About important events. Now you repeat, do you have any big plans coming up? Category 10. Conversation rescue questions. When the conversation slows down or gets awkward, these questions can save the day. They work in almost any situation. 91. So, how's everything going? Universal check-in. Now you repeat, so, how's everything going? 92. What's new with you? Classic reconnection question. Now you repeat, what's new with you? 93. How's your family doing? About their loved ones. Now you repeat, how's your family doing? 94. Have I told you about? Start a new topic. Now you repeat, have I told you about? 95. What do you think about? Ask for opinions. Now you repeat, what do you think about? 96. Did you hear about? Share news or information. Now you repeat, did you hear about? 97. Can I ask you something? Polite way to start a question. Now you repeat, can I ask you something? 98. What would you do if? Hypothetical question for fun. Now you repeat, what would you do if? 99. How did you get into that? About their background in something. Now you repeat, how did you get into that? 100. What's your story? The ultimate open-ended question. Now you repeat, what's your story? Congratulations, you did it. You've just practiced 100 common English questions. That's an amazing achievement. You've trained your ears, your mouth, and your confidence. Every single question you've learned is a real tool to help you connect with people in English. Take a deep breath and be proud of yourself. You've come so far. And there you have it, 100 common English questions that will transform your conversations forever. Let me share something important with you. These aren't just questions. They're tools. They're your way of showing people you care about them. They're your way of being an active participant. In every conversation, not just a listener. Remember what we talked about at the beginning? In every conversation, there are two roles. Now you know how to be the person who asks, the person who guides, the person who connects. Here's what makes these questions so powerful. They're simple. You don't need advanced grammar. You don't need a huge vocabulary. You just need these patterns and the confidence to use them. But here's the secret. It's not about memorizing all 100 questions. It's about understanding the patterns. Did you notice? Questions about daily life follow similar patterns. Questions about preferences follow similar patterns. Once you understand these patterns, you can create unlimited questions. And here's the beautiful part. When you ask questions, people want to talk to you. Because everyone loves someone who shows genuine interest in them. Everyone wants to share their story, their thoughts, their experiences, and you're giving them that opportunity. The more you use these questions, the more natural they'll become. Soon, you won't be thinking, what question should I ask? Instead, you'll naturally be curious, and the questions will flow easily from your mouth. Start small. Pick 5 questions that feel most comfortable to you. Use those 5 questions this week. Next week, add 5 more. Build your confidence gradually. And remember, the goal isn't perfect pronunciation. The goal isn't perfect grammar. The goal is connection. The goal is conversation. The goal is showing people you're interested in them. Every time you ask a question, you're practicing your English. You're building relationships. You're becoming more confident. And that's what this journey is all about. This is TalkTune English, and I'm Jason. Thank you for spending this time with me today. Keep listening, keep practicing, and most importantly, keep asking questions. Your English journey is just beginning, and every question you ask is a step forward. Until next time, keep speaking English daily. Thanks for watching.